Well, good morning, guys. Hey, this is Old Guy Perspective. I'm your host, Mr. D. Welcome to part 2 of the HoverAir X1 Pro Max Learning Together video. And man, did I learn a lot from yesterday just doing stuff at home. And the big thing was the audio. I couldn't figure out how to get the audio to work on this bird. And I'm going to sit and explain it to you. If you have an SD card in this bird, the audio files will not be collected into a separate folder marked audio like it is on its in storage that's built into the bird. Now, I learned yesterday I couldn't understand why I could not get audio. And I shot a whole bunch of stuff, and I also made a mistake in shooting the entire episode yesterday, which ended up being trashed in 8K. That's a big mistake, guys. You can't get it to edit right, and it was doing all kinds of weird stuff. And I'm going to show you a quick clip of this weird side thing when I was doing a dolly track. I don't know, it was like pixelation going on, but it was in big sections. I don't know what the heck was going on there. So I switched everything back over to 4K and everything as my tests were doing at the house. It worked out really well. Now, what I did learn was if you have an SD card in the HoverAir, it will record to your phone storage, wherever your audio for your phone storage is. But if you don't have an SD card in it, it'll have a separate folder showing you the audio, and all you do is take that audio and link it up. And it has to be linked. It doesn't sync it. It doesn't do any of that. You're going to have to do that. And it's not a big deal. You take the file. Here's the video file here. Here's the audio file. You just, when in post-production, you just line it up, and everything should be synced, but you're going to have to look to be sure. But man, that's what I learned yesterday, and it was crazy. I could not get this thing to work to save my life. So anyway, today we're going to repeat yesterday, but today we're going to do all autonomous flights. That's all we're doing. No controllers, no beacon, no manual control, none of that stuff. We're strictly going to do autonomous flights and see how it does. So, hey, stay tuned. Here we go. Hi guys, we're going to do the dolly track here, and this is a voiceover that I had to do because unfortunately there was no audio in the audio folder, as we talk about later in this video. And the only thing I can figure is I have a bad mic. I've ordered a new microphone, and I'll be doing some tests tomorrow and to see if I can get audio into the audio file, because I have achieved that using a different mic. So anyway, I want you to enjoy this video and the autonomous flight tests, and we'll be back with you in a bit. All right, now guys, today I'm going to be using all voice commands, which is you can do with this by turning on the voice command in your settings. The first thing we're going to do is hover. Hey, hover. Hover.
Hover. Continue. Hover.
So what this is going to do basically, guys, is just track me like Spotlight mode does with the other company's bird. But as you can see, it's picking me up really cool like that. And it'll just sit and hover and then track you and record you at the same time. Okay. All right, we're going to do a zoom out. I got it set to 20 feet and a rise. Hey, hover. Zoom out.
Zoom out. 20 feet. Zoom out.
Now, it is recording. When the red light comes on, guys, it starts recording. I got to watch my words, guys. I accidentally shut that off, so I'm going to do it again. Hey, fly. Not fly. Hey, hover. Hey, hover. Zoom out.
Zoom out. 20 feet. Zoom out.
Now, when the red light comes on, guys, it is writing to your either memory card or internal storage, however you have it set up. And one of the things you got to be careful of, if you're in voice command and you're wearing a voice command camera, if you say the word R and you know the rest of it, it will shut your camera off. So you got to learn that. Down it comes. Okay, that's done. We won't do follow today. Yeah, we will. Okay. Hey, hover. Follow.
Follow. Middle. Follow.
Now it started its operation and it's just going to follow me wherever I go. Now we'll be doing a more intense cycling mode follow once we get to the Van Fleet Trail. But right now I just wanted it to do a standard follow, which is what it's doing right now. And it seems to be holding it really good, as you can see. Let me get back over here and then we'll bring it in. Now the big test I'm doing today is the audio. The audio was a real problem for me yesterday. Put your hand out and she'll come to, whoops, return. On your application, you'll see down there, it'll say return. Otherwise, you got to walk up to it. So if you hit the return button, it'll come back to you and then put your hand out and it'll do its thing. All right, next on the agenda, I got to change the parameters on this. I don't want 5 feet. I want to go 13 feet. Hey, hover. Orbit.
Orbit. 13 feet. Orbit.
And the red light is on, so we're good. Now it's doing an orbit. And it just finished. Now again, if you hit the return button, it'll come to you. Supposedly. Yep, it is. Here it comes. That's kind of cool, huh? Okay, that took care of the orbit. Next is the spiral, 13 feet, and we'll have to move a little bit this way. Hey, hover. Spiral.
Spiral. 13 feet. Spiral.
Now it starts out low, hasn't started the program yet because the red light's not on. Okay, now it's starting its program and doing its spiral. And it's kind of cool. You could use this particular thing if you're out at an event and you want to show your groupings of people and stuff like that in that particular area. It's really cool. Now it's coming back in. Put my hand out for it. Now I didn't hit the return button on that one because I didn't have to. All right, bird's eye, which is the same as rocket basically. Hi, hover. Bird's eye.
Bird's eye. 50 feet. Bird's eye.
And now it's going to go up and do its thing. There it goes. I have it set to, I think, 50 or 60 feet. So it'll get up there. Once it gets to the top, it'll stop with the R. You know what I mean with the R. I'll write it real quick. So if you hear me say word or the letter R, but anyway, it'll stop when it finishes the top and then restart the R when it comes down. And she's coming down now. Okay, and that was the bird's eye. We've already done the dolly track cycle mode. The only thing left to do is the 360 spin. Hi, hover. 360 spin.
360 degrees spin. Fast spin. 360 degrees spin.
Now I'm not really sure what this does. Oh, it's a pan. This is basically a pan of the area that you're in. Now you can set the parameters on it. I'm going to look at that and maybe change parameters once it finishes. Because right now this is really low. It's right at eye level with me. And when it finishes, the light should go off. It did. It's coming back to me. I'm going to set it down. Now I'm going to go to the parameters of the 360 and see flat shot altitude. Okay, let me go up here to altitude. I can go high and we will try again. I changed the parameters to high. This was flat that I had. Hi, hover. 360.
360 degrees spin. Fast spin. 360 degrees spin.
Now let's see what it does. Well, all it did was go up about 2 feet. So there's not much parameters with this. It's low, flat, and high. And this is the high. All right, we're about ready to wrap up the autonomous stuff. And bringing it down. And that's it, guys. We just finished all the autonomous flights that we're going to do. Now again, the cycling mode will be done at a trail, biking trail. And I'll be taking this bike out with the bird. So we're not doing that today, but today is audio and autonomous flights. And I want to make sure that everything on the audio side worked out. So hey, We'll be back in a minute. We're going to go out to the park real quick. They got a big event going on there, so I've got to get in and get out. They got a big, huge soccer tournament going on. But anyway, we're going to go down there, do a zoom out, or a droney, as the other birds call it. And we're going to test that out, see how it does. And in a actual environment that I would do if I was shooting film. So it won't be a training film, it won't be anything to do with that, but I want to make sure that all the audio and all that kind of stuff works fine. So hey, we'll be back in a bit. Change it to 30. See how it does. Hey Hover. Hi Hover. Zoom out.
Zoom out. 30 feet. Zoom out.
Okay, that's really cool. I'm also testing audio and stuff like that while we're doing this stuff. I'm just finishing this up. And here she comes. And just like downtown. All right, guys, we are going to wrap up part 2, which was audio testing and autonomous flights. And that's what we did today. And it actually worked out really well. We had no problems at all. And I also saw on the album that each file had a microphone on it. So that means the audio should be in the audio file. I found this the best way to do that. Now, if you're going to do some heavy flying and video and stuff like that without audio, then I recommend putting your SD card in, because I have yet to find where they store these items. I can't find them on my iPhone. So for me, I'll be using the internal storage on this bird when I'm doing audio flights. Well guys, hey, I have to interrupt here on part 2, and we're going to have to go to a part 3 video addressing strictly the audio issues on this HoverAir X1 Pro Max. Now I'm going to tell you what's going on. I got done yesterday and I uploaded all the footage and all that kind of stuff, and there was zero audio on any of that. And I couldn't figure out why. First, I thought I had a bad mic, and so, like an idiot, I bought another mic. But it's good because it's a Bluetooth mic, so I don't have to use the plug-in thingy, and it works fine. There's some steps you have to take to be able to use the audio from the HoverAir X1 Pro Max. I'm going to go through that in all of part 3. So anyway, we finished part 2, and we did all the autonomous flights, and everything went really well except for the audio. So hey, stay tuned for that. We're going to kick over to number 3. Sorry about that, but this thing is technical enough to where I want to break it down into its own video. So okay, go ahead and go to part 3 and find out the audio tricks and how to get this audio to work. It is a pain, but I'm going to explain it to you step by step on what you need to do. So hey, we'll be back in a bit.